Hello, you couldn't get rid of me last time, so I decided to upload another video. So now, I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different. I'm not going to go on to foliage just yet, because that's something you add after you add gameplay. That's actually really important, because what can happen is, your gameplay can get in the way of your foliage, and then you edit the gameplay, and then you end up realizing that you may have removed some stuff, and so on. It's just better to start with your gameplay than foliage. Last time we did this, and this series got pretty well. And by the way, that's just I just left it like that because I just wanted to show you how to do it from here. You just extend that outwards. Anyway, yeah, last time this thing got some good reception. I got some verbal praise, I guess. Anyway, I decided to actually continue working on it. Yeah, that is actually annoying. I'm gonna fix that someday. I don't know when, but let's get started with gameplay. I'm gonna do like a sort of oscillation. If this thing does continue, which I hope it does, it will oscillate between gameplay, then scenery, then gameplay, then scenery, until I run out of scenery, and that's going to run out first, most definitely, because there's a lot of stuff to cover in gameplay. So let's actually begin. Now, for this isn't a full challenge. This is just an obstacle. So the next two gameplay episodes will be obstacles. So this one will be obstacles involving enemies. So this is an enemy. I don't count these as enemies, not even this, and lava doesn't count as enemy. So I mean these sorts of things. Anyway, we have usually most players decide to go with classical sorts of styles, like I don't know, you get a shell and oh, I don't know, you go around, reach around here and go around, pick up the shell, then kill off some sort of enemy here so you can get past. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to teach you how to improvise your own gameplay style, so that way your levels are a bit more original, which is something I highly value when it comes to level making. Anyway, let's move on to find let's just go over a few things that people do. For example, one thing people do is get the piranha plant. Just imagine that. These new. Okay, just imagine that this is a pipe. Yeah, they get the piranha plant, put it in a pipe, and close off that area there. Ta-da! It's finished. So you wait until the piranha plant goes, and you go forward. See, there's one tiny issue with that, and that is, oh right, there we are. Yeah, there's one tiny issue with that, and that is piranha plants aren't exactly the best thing. They cause Mario to wait, but if you just have them on their own, you literally have the player just standing there doing nothing until the piranha plant goes away, which isn't really fun in terms of gameplay. So we can do that. So what you want to do is actually pick one enemy, and I've already established that I'm picking this enemy right here. I'm going to go pick this one actually, because this one actually doesn't. So when you have this one in, if Mario's near it, it still comes out. However, if Mario's near this, it won't come out. Anyway, now that we have one enemy in, we're going to have some more enemies in, and that is going to be the point. Usually you have enemy combinations. So this is one enemy, and I'm just going to go get a pipe, so that way things don't look weird. So I'm just going to go, just going to change silver. We could go for brown, but I think I'm going to go for the classic green. We'll put that in there, and now we have a pipe, and this is going to enter the pipe, and no cutoffs. Ah, right, yes, forgot about those. You don't want to do that. You want to put it in layer 1. That was my fault, and of course that's a cutoff. So what you want to do, you just carry it on and put. Ah, right. Like I said in the previous video, always put your hill tails in level 2, layer 2, and that's something I've just failed to do just now. So I'm gonna put it in now. Put this there. I'm just gonna put that there, and there we go. We got ourselves a pipe, and we got ourselves an enemy coming out of said pipe. think I need to put that there. And I need to put this there. Yeah, that looks more natural. Anyway, that should work now, and yeah. Alright, so we also want to make sure we block off that bit there with something else. I don't know, how about I might want to add one-way doors, or... this looks lovely. Yeah, I know what I'll do. Wasn't meant for that to be in layer 1. We have that there. And we'll raise this up one. Put that down there. And we have ourselves a nice little plank of wood. And we'll give it support. So I'm doing quite a bit of landscaping here. Because you always have to consider landscaping when you do your scenery. This isn't just for now. It's something that you have to consider in general all the time. You put that there. I'm gonna see if we can just make it look like it's been supported. Put that there, put that there. And then there we go. We got a nice little support for that level. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this there and put that there. Sorry. A little bit of a disturbance. I'll just cut the video. But I'm back. Anyway, yeah. Now we have a sort of thing going on there. Honestly, I'm not so moved by it. I might change that in the future, but this is currently what we have going on. I'm just going to extend that. In case you haven't realised, I'm quite the perfectionist. Anyway, now that we got that there, that looks fairly ordinary. We don't have foliage yet, so that doesn't look very natural, but it doesn't matter yet. So now that we have that there, and Mario's going to go up to reach there. We want to make sure we have something that still goes on while Mario waits near here. And I was thinking there's nothing better than the lotus plant when it comes to waiting. I mean, make sure you don't repeatedly use it in the level. Make sure you keep being original, because that is something you have to do. Its originality is... well, sorry, not original, sorry. No. I mean... what's the word? How do I put this? You need to be less consistent with your enemies. You don't want to make it repetitive. That's the word, repetitive. What you want to avoid is a repetitive level. So I'm just going to go into... I'm just going to go fix that area. As you can see, I am sort of compensating for scenery here, but we have this raised up so that way the fireballs actually reach Mario. So right now we have this going up here. Okay. Now Mario realizes he has to do something in order to get past this bit. He has to do that. And that is just a simple obstacle. It just slows Mario down whilst Mario is still moving. You want to make sure Mario is always moving while you have 2 enemies or 3 enemies or 4 enemies or however many enemies you want. Well, actually don't make too many enemies. You don't want it to be a ton of spam. So yeah, I'd say keep it round near 2 to 3. If maybe on some occasions you might want to go for 4, but this is what you want to go for. For the next tutorial, I'm going to actually talk about landscape sorts of sceneries, platform sceneries, and spikes and lava, and sometimes you can merge the two. So that'll be a later video on top of that. Maybe that'll be the 3rd installment of the challenges area. Well, not challenges, the gameplay area. Anyway, this bit's a little bit empty, so you might want to actually do something here as well. So this is going to be a 3rd area. I'm thinking a fuzzy that surrounds an object. I mean, that is the most simplest you can get with one area of your level. So one way I'm going to do this is actually create a platform, a raised area, which I don't know what that's called. Fuzzy, yeah, the fuzzy will go around. So now let's go around here. Yeah, that seems another plank. Yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. Anyway, we go around here, and we're going to close that off. So now the fuzzy is going to go around here. Of course, this has 0 support, so we might want to give it something to stand on. So we might put this there. No, that doesn't look right. We might put this there. No, that doesn't look right either. So we just keep experimenting. until we find something that does look right. And that seems lovely. Although it does seem a little bit too thin, so what I might want to do is that, double it up. But then it just looks off, so I'm just going to remove that. See, you've just got to remember to always keep, just keep figuring out what you need to do and what you can't do. You're never going to get it done first time, and people always assume that, okay, now I've got it done, there's no way I can make it better, there we go, that's it. But you've got to make sure that you always strive to make sure it's the best it can be. So I'm just going to go rifle through these. Yeah, I think we're going to be adding, yeah, I have a feeling we might have to add some, add 2 things on the edge of these, which never looks nice. Unless we go for something at the bottom. Oh wait, we can just do that. Yeah, that seems good enough. Yeah, I forgot about those. Put that behind there, put that behind there, and put that behind there. And of course, with foliage in, we'll be able to spruce that up. Everything looks kind of bland, all of these new platforms, but when you add foliage, trust me, it will look better, which is going to be the next video. So now we have a fuzzy here. We'll play. Oh wait. Yeah, don't put the fuzzy at the bottom. Forgot about that. And that should have been in layer 2 the whole time. That was my fault again. I always forget to do that. Don't make the same mistake I did. Always put your transparent scenery in layer 2. It saves lives. Well, it doesn't really, but you know what I mean. Anyway, here we are. We have ourselves a fuzzy. So when Mario first spawns, he assesses what's going on. So the fuzzy will just go around in circles, and then Mario will just, well, the player, not Mario, but will realise, okay, I need to get up there. There are 3 enemies in the way. We've got a lotus plant, we've got ourselves that, and that will all happen in a split second. But by then, the fuzzy would have already completed roughly half, or even a full rotation, so it actually becomes an enemy. So when Mario starts, he doesn't just start running and going straight up there, no, he starts, thinks, and then goes. In general, afterwards, that won't become much of an enemy because Mario just goes forward. However, I think this lotus plant over here will make Mario think, okay, I might want to wait a bit and then go. So I'm just going to go play through this. Oh wait, yeah. First I've got to access this, and then I realise, okay, now I've got that there. And I make the same mistake again. Yeah, I might want to make a second fuzzy there just to make things a little bit more challenging. This is like when I said there are a few exceptions when you use force for enemies. This is one of them. When you want to make things a little bit more difficult. Put things up there. There we go. And we made it. That is just one challenge. That is one obstacle. It's not a challenge. A challenge actually is a bit more original than that. This is something that just hinders Mario, but it isn't a full thing that Mario aims to do. This is just simple move from left to right. That is the main aim of this sort of area. So the challenge would be something Mario does overall. So I hope you enjoyed this video, or at least found it interesting. I mean, I wouldn't exactly enjoy this, but I'd definitely be intrigued by it. If you really liked it, then obviously like the video, and yeah, do whatever's necessary. And if you think I'm wrong and need to do something extra about this, specifically this, leave a comment. And yeah, have a good